does not...
Is that gun loaded? It's my property.
You said it was a friend's vehicle.
Well, I'm traveling. It's my property right now. I'm very intimidated. I will come after your personal security. I will sue you.
Under arrest for obstruction right now.
No, I'm not.
Welcome back to the Van Valiant channel, guys. Today we head to, according to the video, Truro, Nova Scotia, Canada for yet another right to travel fail and arrest. And stick around to the end of the video for his disturbing video description. Right, let's get into the video.
2:36, I'm in Truro. I had some pig pull me over. Good day, sir.
So the reason I stopped you there, the plate doesn't match the vehicle.
Yeah.
It comes to, I think it's a Tacoma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get your driver's license and registration insurance with you?
No.
Okay.
Can I ask why? What crimes have been committed? I'm just traveling, sir.
Well,
this plate, this is a friend's truck.
Okay.
So the plate was on it.
Okay, first of all, he just told you what the crime was, genius. The plate doesn't match the vehicle. That is illegal for so many reasons. Secondly, I can't decide who is more of an idiot. This guy for attempting the right to travel script in a vehicle that he supposedly doesn't own, or the friend for lending his truck to a sovereign citizen.
Okay. So, do you have the documents for your friend's vehicle?
Yep. Documents right there.
Okay, can you pass them to me, please?
No.
Okay.
This is private property.
What's that?
That's why. What crime's been committed?
Under the Motor Vehicle Act, the plate doesn't...
How's the Motor Vehicle Act apply to me? I'm a traveler. Yes, I am a traveler.
Do you have any form of...
You work for the RCMP. That is a private corporation. You represent AMVIC, AAMVA. You are a part of a membership. I am not a member to that membership. I am traveling in my private capacity. I'm not operating in commerce, sir. I'm not operating in commerce.
You're on a motor vehicle.
I'm a traveler.
You're in a motor vehicle.
I'm a traveler.
On a provincial roadway.
You work for a private corporation, do you not? You work for a private... Yes, the RCMP is a private corporation registered under the... Yes, it is. The Securities Exchange Commission, sir.
Not that I really needed to fact check this one because, as we all know, sovsits are all liars and allergic to facts. But just for shits and giggles, I decided to. And no, the RCMP is not listed as a publicly trading private company on the US Securities and Exchange Commission.
What's your name?
I'm not... tell me what crime's been committed.
Can somebody come over to my location?
Please,
under the Motor Vehicle
please tell me what crime's been committed.
On the Motor Vehicle Act.
Please.
The vehicle does not...
Is that gun loaded?
No, it's not loaded. He wears it for decoration, a bit like your head. Of course it's loaded, you clown.
What's your name? You haven't even identified yourself yet.
McMullen.
What's your first name?
Shane.
Shane?
Yes.
Shane McMullen.
Yes.
Okay, what's your address?
I don't give you my address.
What's your birth date?
I don't have to give you that stuff.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
You're pulled me over and you want my private information, sir.
You're operating a motor vehicle on the...
I'm traveling. This is private property.
No, it's not. You were on the road.
This isn't private property? You're telling me who owns this vehicle? Who owns the vehicle?
I have no idea.
I'm the traveler. It's my property.
You said it was a friend's vehicle.
I'm traveling. It's my property right now.
Yeah, I think declaring another person's property as your own could be considered theft and worthy of investigation, especially when that property was being driven on a public road on plates that don't match the vehicle.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Did you have a camera on you?
No, I don't have a camera.
Why not?
Because I don't have body.
Is that gun loaded? That gun loaded? I'm very intimidated. You're calling other officers with weapons here. I've committed no crime. I'm just traveling in my private capacity, sir. I'm under no obligation. What crime have I committed?
Under the Motor Vehicle Act, you have to provide...
That's under the criminal code. That's the Highway Act.
What happens if you don't...
That's not the criminal code, sir. That's a secondary. You're talking about a secondary. I am traveling in my private capacity. What's on the passport, sir?
What's that?
You are hindering my right to travel freely.
No, I'm
Yes, you are.
No,
I am traveling, and you are hindering my right to travel freely.
Operating a motor vehicle on a roadway.
I am not. I'm traveling with my property, sir.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. What do you mean I'm not? I'm not traveling. You're live too here.
That's fine.
Good.
That's fine.
Hate to break this to you, fella, but your mum watching your stupidity live on Facebook is not the threat you think it is. But please don't let me get in the way of you thinking it is.
I'm 19, if I can just get somebody else over here. So, what's your name and your information?
I'm under no obligation, sir. Have I committed a crime?
Under the Motor Vehicle Act, you have to...
How does the Motor Vehicle Act apply me? A Motor Vehicle Act is a corporation, sir.
You're traveling on a roadway.
Just when you thought a sovereign citizen could not come out with anything dumber, they hit you with the statement that the Motor Vehicle Act is a corporation. This is now a new level of stupid we're dealing with. Remember where you saw it first. His next justification for why he doesn't need a driver's license isn't any better.
I'm traveling in my private capacity. Yes, sir.
So you need a driver's license?
No, I don't. I'm under no obligation. A driver's license is asking for permission to do something that's illegal. I am not doing anything illegal.
You are
okay? AAMVA is the regulator that you work for. Through the DMV, the AAMVA, American Association of Motor Vehicles, you are a party to the RCMP. You are a private corporation. You are extorting me right now, pulling me over the weapons, wanting me to give you private information. This is extortion. This is extortion. I am traveling in my private capacity, sir.
So you realize if you don't provide your information, your registration insurance...
I'm traveling in my private... You understand? Under the Police Services Act, okay, you have to post a personal security prior to taking your position. I will come after your personal security. I will sue you. I will liquidate your bond. I know what I'm talking about, sir.
Famous last words of every sovereign citizen right before going to jail, or before being held in contempt of court by a judge. It's right up there with I know my rights.
The Police Services Act, you better check it out. Okay, under the international trust law, my trust is the law. Okay, so you need to understand that. Right now, you are coming up with guns. You are attempting to extort me here.
Are you refusing to identify yourself and provide information?
What crime have I committed?
Under the Motor Vehicle Act.
What crime have I committed? The Motor Vehicle Act is not...
Right now, under the Motor Vehicle Act, you're operating a motor vehicle. The plate doesn't...
I am not.
You were.
I am not. I am traveling in my private capacity with my private property, sir.
You are obstructing me right now.
I am not obstructing anything. I have committed no crime. I have committed no crime. What crime? Articulate what crime I've committed under the Criminal Code of Canada. Under the Criminal Code of Canada? Under the Criminal Code of Canada, sir.
You're obstructing me. That's what you're doing.
How am I obstructing you, sir?
How am I obstructing? Well, let's say you're refusing to lawfully identify yourself following a lawful traffic stop for driving on plates that don't match the vehicle. Not because you're not required to, but because you think you're special and above the law for some narcissistic reason.
I'm enforcing the Motor Vehicle Act.
The Motor Vehicle Act does not apply to me. Under the Criminal Code, tell me what under the Criminal Code of Canada what crime I'm committed. Under the Criminal Code of Canada, do I traveling if I'm drunk or if I'm high is the only...
Open the vehicle
now.
No. Open the vehicle now.
This is extortion. What's your name, sir?
Open the vehicle now.
What's your name, sir?
Wow, you're under arrest for obstruction right now.
No, I'm not. Go.
Right now, you're under arrest.
You need to... What?
Open the vehicle right now.
Sir, please. This is intimidation. You have weapons. What's your full name? What's your full name? Sir, what's your full name?
You can give me your name. That's all he's supposed to.
You're under arrest. Your first name.
Braden.
Your first name. Yeah, I'm under arrest for what? What crime I have committed?
Obstruction.
Obstruction. That's the second day.
And that's where he cut the video, but I do have a disturbing video description to share with you regarding this video that I hope the RCMP at the time and still do take seriously. He starts out by calling them communist rats who damaged his property and assaulted him. Or in other words, they broke his truck window and he resisted arrest. Now for the disturbing part, or hyperbole, you decide. He claims that he put a bounty on the heads of the police officers who arrested him. He wants them captured, prosecuted and locked up using the law that doesn't apply to him, and facilities, God only knows where. This is where the story mysteriously ends, at least on YouTube. Facebook was a bit of a dead end. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then all the links to do that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.